Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of the second in the latest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, Out of the Shadows. Yeah, it's okay. It's not, in my view, it's not horrendous, right? Like, I compare it to like the Transformers movies after the first one and movies of that ilk, and I wouldn't say it's quite that bad. But at the same time, if you're like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, like lover, and you are expecting it to be a movie made for the adult version of the kid who loved it in the 80s and 90s, you may be a lot more angry or a lot more pissed off by the movie. It's not a movie that I would say is well made. I still think that the look of the turtles from the first movie is really weird. Like, they look like monsters, not turtles. There was a lot of characters in this that are not done overly well. Like, Casey Jones is introduced in it, and it just didn't, to me, it didn't feel like Casey Jones at all. It was just a dude that happened to be called Casey Jones and occasionally wore a hockey mask. Overall, I didn't love the movie by any means. I thought Tyler Perry was in it, and he was really hamming it up. Really makes you respect the job that David Fincher did directing him in Gone Girl, because he was phenomenal in that movie, and I've never seen him give a performance even close to that ever since. And in this, he is like, oh, I'm a nerd, so I'm wearing my glasses, and I like to nerd things up, and I talk about Comic-Con, and it's not very good. And the Krang is in it, if you didn't know that, which I'd be surprised if you didn't, because I thought that was all over the place. But if that was a small spoiler, I apologize. But Krang is in it, and I don't really know why. He's okay. He's just not the character that I like. It's just not what I am emotionally involved with. It was just like, oh, that character kind of looks like Krang. Shredder's in it, and Shredder is absolutely useless for the most part. I really feel like these two movies have done a huge disservice to that character. And then there's lots of other stuff that like were kind of mind-boggling to me. Like, they introduced Rocksteady and Bebop, but they introduced them as having been turned into their like rhinoceros and warthog characters, there you go, by the ooze unleashing their inner selves that they had evolved from. So apparently those two guys evolved from warthogs and rhinoceroses instead of apes like the rest of us. That was really weird. And then like there was lots of stuff where Donatello knew way too much about the situation. Like in the movie, they have like this is another small spoiler, but it's pretty obvious from the trailers, because in the trailers, of course, they show the big galaxy hole coming in New York City with the blue stuff coming out of it, just like in every other modern movie. So you should know by now that there's something coming from another dimension or galaxy or what have you. And for somehow Donatello's machines know all about it, even though they should be analyzing it and coming up with absolutely nothing because it's completely foreign information. Stuff like that. Like it's just, if I want to sit here and nitpick this movie, I can nitpick it all day long. It is not, the story isn't well told. The effects aren't great in my view. Anytime it's the turtles interacting with the humans, I didn't think it was too bad. But like when they were fighting Rocksteady and Bebop in their like warthog and rhinoceros forms, I thought it looked like a cartoon, which is weird because you would think that it would look better when they didn't have to interact with actual human beings. But that's not the perspective I had on it. It's got all the Michael Bay-isms, like explosions and lens flares and rotating cameras and all that. It's not a well-made movie in my opinion, but at the same time, I just I just didn't expect anything remotely good from it, so I couldn't muster up enough effort to care, really. So that's why I said earlier, like, if you're more emotionally invested in the Turtles, then I could totally understand being outraged by it. But I just kind of, I definitely wouldn't suggest, like, I wouldn't be like, you need to go check this out. It's just meh. So, well, that's my review, review. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think in the comments below. And hey, have a nice day.